There is something interesting about the way certain people observe the world. They walk into a room and almost instantly notice things that others completely miss. A slight change in someone's tone of voice, a small tension between two people standing on opposite sides of the room, a detail in someone's behavior that seems insignificant to everyone else. Part 68 explores the psychology behind why intelligent people often notice everything around them and why their awareness of details can sometimes feel both powerful and overwhelming. The human brain constantly collects information from the environment, but most of this information never reaches conscious awareness. The brain filters what it considers important and ignores the rest so that we can function efficiently without becoming overwhelmed by details. However, some individuals develop a heightened level of perception that allows them to notice more patterns, signals, and subtle changes in their surroundings. For intelligent and reflective minds, this heightened awareness becomes a natural habit. Their brain is constantly analyzing the environment, searching for meaning in small details that others simply pass by. One reason intelligent people notice so much is pattern recognition. The brain is designed to detect patterns in behavior, language, and situations. When someone has strong analytical thinking, their brain becomes extremely good at connecting small details together. A facial expression, a brief hesitation in speech, or a repeated behavior may immediately trigger recognition of a pattern. The mind begins asking questions. Why did that person react that way? What does this behavior reveal about the situation? What might happen next? This ability allows intelligent individuals to understand complex dynamics between people and situations more quickly than others. Part 68 also explores the connection between observation and curiosity. Curious minds naturally pay closer attention to their environment. They are not satisfied with simply experiencing events. They want to understand them. Curiosity turns everyday situations into puzzles waiting to be solved. A simple conversation becomes an opportunity to observe personality traits, emotional reactions, and subtle shifts in behavior. Because curious individuals remain mentally engaged with their surroundings, they gather far more information from each interaction. Another psychological factor behind heightened observation is emotional intelligence. Many intelligent individuals develop strong awareness of emotional signals in other people. They notice the small details that reveal how someone truly feels, even when that person tries to hide it. A forced smile, a change in posture, or a pause before answering a question can reveal more than the words themselves. Emotional intelligence allows the observer to interpret these signals accurately, giving them insight into the feelings and motivations of others. Part 68 also explains the role of silence in observation. People who speak less often notice more. When someone is constantly talking, their attention is divided between producing words and processing the environment. Quiet observers, however, dedicate most of their attention to listening and watching. Their mind becomes a recording device, collecting details about the situation that others overlook. Over time, this habit strengthens their ability to read people and environments with surprising accuracy. Another reason intelligent people notice everything is the speed of their internal processing. Their mind quickly analyzes information and compares it to previous experiences stored in memory. When something unusual appears, the brain immediately identifies it as important. This rapid analysis allows them to detect inconsistencies or hidden dynamics in social situations. While others may focus on the obvious aspects of an interaction, the analytical mind is already examining the deeper structure behind it. However, this heightened awareness also has its challenges. Noticing everything can sometimes feel exhausting. When the mind constantly observes details, it becomes difficult to ignore them. Small tensions between people, subtle changes in mood, or hidden conflicts in a group may become impossible to overlook. While others continue interacting normally, the highly observant individual may already be aware that something beneath the surface is not quite right. This awareness can create a sense of mental overload, because the brain is processing far more information than most people realize. Part 68 also highlights the connection between observation and empathy. When someone notices emotional signals in others, they naturally begin imagining how those people feel. This ability strengthens empathy and compassion because the observer becomes sensitive to the emotional experiences of those around them. Intelligent individuals often use this awareness to support others, offering understanding and insight when someone is struggling. However, it also means they sometimes carry emotional awareness that others do not even realize exists. Another interesting aspect of heightened observation is the development of intuition. Intuition is often described as a mysterious ability to sense things without explanation. In reality, intuition usually develops from years of observing patterns and behaviors. The brain collects thousands of small details over time and learns to recognize them quickly. When a similar pattern appears again, the brain responds instantly with a feeling that something is right or wrong. What appears to be intuition is often simply rapid pattern recognition based on accumulated experience. Part 68 also addresses a common misconception. People who notice everything are sometimes described as overthinking or being too sensitive. While it is true that their mind processes more information, this ability can also be a powerful strength. It allows them to understand complex social dynamics, detect hidden problems early, and respond thoughtfully to situations that others may misunderstand. Their awareness becomes a form of intelligence that extends beyond academic knowledge into real-world perception. Another reason intelligent people notice more is their tendency to observe before reacting. Instead of immediately forming opinions or responses, they often watch how situations unfold. This patience allows them to collect more information before reaching conclusions. While others may respond quickly based on limited data, the observant mind gathers evidence from multiple sources. This careful observation often leads to more accurate understanding of people and situations. Part 68 moves toward an important realization. The ability to notice everything is not simply about intelligence, it is about attention. In a world where many people move quickly from one moment to the next, paying deep attention to details becomes increasingly rare. Intelligent individuals often cultivate this attention naturally because their curiosity keeps them engaged with the environment. Part 68 ends with a powerful perspective. When someone notices details that others miss, it does not mean they are overly sensitive or overly analytical. It simply means their mind is deeply connected to the world around them. They see patterns, emotions, and possibilities that remain invisible to others. While this awareness can sometimes feel overwhelming, it also allows them to understand people and situations in ways that many never experience. Their attention becomes a quiet form of insight that transforms ordinary moments into meaningful observations about how the world truly works.